I graduated high school in 10th grade
Oh,
because
that's right.
with military school, you go to school 7 days a week, holidays. I mean, you're on an Army base, so you're knocking out years of education in a year and a half, 2 years.
That's
Get
crazy.
your high school diploma, and then they help you get into college or enroll. So, I graduated early. Then I came home. I'm from a small Florida beach town, and I'm like, where are all my friends? Oh, they're in high school. But I'm not, and I have a
At
car.
16.
At 16 and a
Yeah.
half, almost 17. Well, 16
Yeah.
and a half. So I was in a mall one day with my dad. We were shopping, and this lady, we're still friends to this day. She's my first agent, came up to me. We were in Orlando. And she's like, you should be a model. You know, I'm already 5'11". At 12, I was 5'11". So I was like, oh, no, it's okay. Well, take my card. Maybe you'll change your mind. And took her card and went home and was feeling kind of cool. Like, hey, Mom, guess what? Someone asked me to model. Oh, no. God rest her soul. It was like telling her I was pregnant. It didn't go over well.
So she was just like, no way.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
She said modeling is a form of prostitution, and you get paid for your looks. And
Wow.
I'm like, Mom, I don't think it's quite the same.
Yeah. But I mean, you were young, and I imagine like a lot of mothers hear stories about horror stories about modeling, you know, and they think, okay, a form of prostitution. I could see how people, you know, not in the industry would definitely think that. And
Yeah.
there are parts of it that are difficult and scary. So I imagine she wanted to protect you. So how did you, because I know you started modeling. So how did you get started then?
My dad was they had the kind of marriage where she wore the pants in the family. He was the breadwinner, handed his check right over to Mom. She was the boss. She managed the bills. And I was such a daddy's girl. I was like, Daddy, I really want to do this. And you could tell, even in his mind, he was like, should I lie to my wife? What should I do? So don't worry, my dad will never hear this podcast. So
Give us the goods.
Well, he could, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So he said, you know what, why don't we at least take a father-daughter trip to Orlando and just go visit the agency. See, you know, it ended up being one of the owners of the agency. I went one day, and they said all the right things. The contract looked right. So we didn't sign right there, but I was definitely interested. Took some Polaroids, took the contract home. I'd say within 2 months, I was signed as a model in Orlando.
Wow.
And so it was kind of a secret start. And I remember my very first test shoot in Orlando, the photographer said, bring a bikini. And for a 16 and a half conservative family, I didn't even own one.
Yeah.
So my dad bought it for me on a different credit card.
So Mom wouldn't find out.
So Mom wouldn't find out.
my
And
gosh,
he had
this
to
is
walk
crazy.
away from the shoot because he just couldn't stand to see his 16-year-old daughter on a beach, you know,
in a bikini.
in a bikini.
Yeah,
But
and there you were.
that's how it started.
Yeah. And modeling starts that way. Like all of a sudden you're conservative and then you're in a bikini.
Yeah.